Just as the same water permeates and gives form to every wave upon the ocean's surface, the same universal spirit permeates and gives form to every part of creation. Look beyond the fleeting surface of form and shape. Penetrate your awareness to the essence of who you are. Using the ocean and its waves as an analogy, know yourself as the water and not the fleeting wave. When you can look deeply into the eyes of another part of creation and begin to recognize your own self looking back, be assured that you are seeing through the eyes of the Spirit. When this occurs, also be assured that you are approaching a new level of spiritual awareness, and you are on your way home toward remembering the fullness of who you are. An analogy. In a dream, the dreamer can create a multitude of various forms: buildings, people, trees, animals, insects, landscapes. All of the various forms within a dream experience themselves as being separate from each other. Yet this separateness is an illusion, because in the absolute sense, they are all contained and created within the same mind. The dreamer is both the creator of the dream and the experiencer of the dream. So it is with the universe and God. It is God's own spirit that lies behind the mortal mask of each person and creature. God experiences through us. That is why we are His work and glory. When you truly grasp this analogy, you will gain a deeper insight into what Christ said when He told us, "I am within the Father, and the Father is within me." He likewise expressed the same truth in the Gospel of Thomas, one of the original Gospels that was excluded from the New Testament by the early Catholic Church, when he said, "Lift up a stone, and you will see me there. Break a piece of wood, and look inside, for behold, you will see me there with you." Although every atom of the physical universe is a vibration of God's Spirit, the physical universe does not contain the entirety of God. God created this universe out of an infinitesimal fragment of His self. Her higher nature also resides beyond the physical universe of time and space, beyond the vibratory confines of energy and matter. The part of God that exists beyond creation is the part of God that is at total peace. It is the being part of God. His physical body, the universe, is the experiencing part of God. There are three states: knowing, experiencing, and being. Each state is dependent upon the other. The physical universe is the experiencing part of God. It turns knowing into being through experience. It is from the portion of God's vibrationless spirit that the universe emerges, rolls forth, and expands. And it is to this vibrationless portion of God's spirit that the universe will eventually contract, return, enfold, and dissolve into. Modern astronomers and physicists refer to these stages of creation and dissolution as the Big Bang and the Big Crunch. The universe forever expands and contracts in cycles. Each expansion and contraction is the very heartbeat and breath of God's body. Every creative cycle begins in the same manner. Let there be light. All of creation, both the physical and the non-physical, emerges from that vibration of light. Every aspect of creation is a different vibration of that one light, interconnected and commingling as one undifferentiated mass. The physical universe exists on a specific vibrational frequency of creation. It is composed of interconnected and undifferentiated energy that vibrates, forming rocks, trees, plants, animals, and all people. In the absolute reality, all things within the universe are composed of quanta, or light, and are interconnected. Yet, most things within the physical universe are not consciously aware of their interconnectedness with the whole. Enlightenment is realizing firsthand the oneness of God and creation. It is the experience of the created becoming once again fully conscious of its higher nature as the creator. Enlightenment is to transcend the illusion of separateness. It is a reawakening to the whole and knowing the whole as your true spiritual self beyond time and space. Both the Buddha and Christ were two such fully enlightened beings who visited the earth. Both of these masters deeply realized the same one spirit as their greater self. They were both born into different cultures at different epochs in human history to assist people in realizing their innate oneness with God. Although these masters used different cultural colloquialisms appropriate to the cultures and people that they were born among, and in spite of the different dogmas that later emerged from their teachings, their underlying message was the same. At one point, every soul will eventually reach that same state of enlightenment. Each soul, in its own time and season, will reawaken to the whole. This is our eventual destiny, to realize again the divinity of who we truly are. The process of enlightenment is a natural unfolding of awareness, which may take the soul many different lifetimes of experiences, both in the physical and non-physical realms of creation. The non-physical referring to the higher vibratory planes of the astral, where our souls rest and continue to learn between physical lifetimes. The physical universe is the body of God. It is the part of God where knowledge is turned into experience. For God, simply knowing conceptually what it means to be I am is not enough. Conceptual knowledge must be moved into experience in order to be fully realized as a state of being. To Moses, God referred to himself in Hebrew scripture as I am that I am. Hundreds of years earlier, in Hindu scripture, while speaking to Prince Arjuna, God, in the form of Krishna, which means Christ in Sanskrit, similarly referred to himself as simply I am that. As the great I am, God uses her creative powers to continually explore the depths of what it means to exist. Because there is literally no end to what I am means, God endlessly creates and recreates the universe out of his own spirit in order to explore and experience every never-ending subtle nuance of his definition. God doesn't just desire to conceptualize what I am means. She desires to move that knowledge into experience through each of us. We are literally a part of God experiencing himself. We are in a holy collaboration with God because it is through us that he is experiencing the depths of what it means to be I am. And it is through our realization of God that we rediscover the joy of who we are. That is why guiding us to this realization is his work and glory. It is for this very reason she organized our spirits out of his one spirit. You already exist within the midst of eternity. You are not on your way toward becoming eternal. You already are eternal. You have no beginning nor ending because you are literally made of God's Spirit. Energy and matter, which are two forms of the same thing, cannot be created nor destroyed. Energy only flows from one form to another. God's Spirit is what makes you eternal. You are the energy of God.